What would you think if I told you you've been studying the wrong way your whole life? It sounds harsh, I know. But if you've ever spent hours reading without understanding anything, struggling to focus, or feeling like you're wasting your time, the good news is the problem isn't you, it's the method. And best of all, there's a way to study less and learn so much more. In this video, you'll discover how to unlock your true learning potential with strategies backed by science, not gurus. Do you dare to question everything in order to truly learn? Let's do this! For years, we were made to believe that studying was a kind of punishment, repeating like a parrot, fighting off sleep, highlighting as if that would save us in the exam, and enduring boredom as if it were a virtue. But that way of studying, more suited to the 1950s than the 21st century, is not only ineffective, but also demotivating. Real learning begins when you understand how your mind works and learn to use it as your ally. Here's where a concept that might sound like a superpower comes in. Super learning. A way to acquire knowledge and skills up to 4 times faster. And no, you don't need to be a genius. You just need to stop studying blindly and start doing it strategically. It all starts with changing your mindset. If you already believe that you're terrible at studying, in contrast, a growth mindset suggests the opposite. Anyone can learn anything if they accept that making mistakes is part of the process. Think of someone who plays the piano like an angel. Is it talent? Maybe partly, but above all, it's practice, consistency, and patience. And that principle applies to everything, from learning languages to coding or public speaking. Another common mistake, thinking the more you study, the better. Nothing could be further from the truth. What makes a difference is not how much you study, but what you study. But this is where the famous Pareto principle comes in. Learning English? You don't need to know the entire dictionary. With the 100 most used words, you can start communicating. Studying smart means choosing what's essential, not trying to learn it all. And this doesn't just apply to languages. You don't need to master everything on day one. That initial progress is what keeps you motivated to continue. The key? Stop obsessing over studying more and start focusing on studying better. And here comes one of the most common mistakes: not applying what you learn. Many stay stuck in theory. The brain doesn't retain what isn't put into practice. Want to learn design? Design. Want to learn Excel? Open a spreadsheet. That's active learning. Doing, trying, failing, adjusting. And when you fail, it's not the end. It's part of the process. Applying what you learn not only improves your memory, but turns studying into a real, emotional, and lasting experience. Even with a positive mindset and good strategy, there's something else you need to understand: rhythm. Your brain is not a trash bin you can stuff endlessly with information. It needs pauses, space, silence. Studying 10 hours straight isn't smart. It's torture. True learning happens when you distribute your effort. It's called spaced repetition, short sessions spread over time. That let knowledge settle and solidify. And if you add study microblocks like the Pomodoro technique, your performance skyrockets. It's simple and effective. It avoids burnout, keeps you focused, and makes studying easier. And watch out, there's one thing we seriously underestimate: sleep. Sleep is not a luxury. It's a crucial part of learning. While you sleep, your brain reorganizes and stores info in long-term memory. So if you study until 3 a.m. and take the test without sleep, you're sabotaging yourself. Sleeping well is like hitting the save button. Without it, everything you did can vanish when you wake up. And if we're talking sabotage, let's mention the silent enemy: your environment. You can be super motivated, but if your phone keeps buzzing, you're lost. Your environment should help you, not trip you up. Mute notifications, organize your space, make focus easy, distractions hard. Want to read more? Keep books within reach. Want to avoid social media? Use apps like Forest or stay focused. Want to stay inspired? Surround yourself with motivating content. Most importantly, surround yourself with people who also want to learn. Shared motivation multiplies your energy. Study with friends. Join online communities. Share your progress. You don't have to do it alone. Learning can be a lighter journey if done together. Design a mental, physical, and social environment that pushes you to grow. If everything around you aligns with your goal, progress becomes inevitable. See, learning isn't about talent, luck, or having a gifted brain. It's about strategy, attitude, and action. Changing the way you study isn't complicated. but it requires intention. Start with the essentials. Apply what you learn, respect your pace, and transform your environment. And you won't have to wait months to see results. In just a few days, you'll notice you're making more progress with less effort and enjoying the process. Learning can be a burden or it can be an adventure. It depends on how you choose to live it. Now it's your turn to choose. Keep scrolling aimlessly, watching videos that entertain but don't change anything, or start today to change the way you learn forever. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and tell us in the comments which skill you're starting to master. Remember, knowledge is only power if you apply it. See you in the next video. And until then, keep learning step by step every day.